Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to another Sword Online Factor video. And today we're gonna have a look at the news banner, the Sweet Wedding Selection Order, which is featuring skill record that are in wedding attire. And you can see it's a guaranteed for every single multi. So you're paying 2,500 Arcana Gems to guaranteed a random 4-star. And it's not all 4-star, of course. In this banner, you can see we have Sanya, Argo, Sachi, Sinon, Leafa, Asuna, Yuuki, Alice, Lisbeth, Silica, and Koharu. Not only that, we have also two guys in here. We have Eugeo and Kirito. Yes. So in this banner, in total, there are 16 4-star skill code that you can get. And of course, we can have a look and see what the skill does. And before we do that, you can see here you have 9 days to summon on this one. And I will let you know if this banner is worth to summon or not. But before that, let's have a look at the skill record that are in this banner. First one, we have Shiny Bride Asuna. It doesn't tell you, but if you do this, nope, it doesn't showcase. I will put the details on the screen here so you can see what it does. So, Shiny Bride Asuna, it's a rapier skill with Wind and Frost element, and the damage is 560 at level 80 AoE, which is not bad. And when you use it, you will gain a combination 4 buff, which increases your switch damage multiplier by 280% for 5 seconds, which is not bad. It's only for your switch damage, your switch, which is alright. There are better alternative than this. There are those that have a longer duration, 10 seconds, and much stronger. They're awakening. So Shining Bright Asuna is pretty much outdated, pretty old now. It came out 2018, so it is bad right now. So you definitely don't want this one. Bouquet Toss Koharu is a pav skill. Oh, we don't have that, okay. Which is a pav skill that gives you defense if you have an attack buff on yourself. So even the 2-star shield buff that gives attack, they count as well. So this is pretty good. 22 defense. Pretty good early game if you have a sword build early with a mod sword and a mod fodder, and also have unlocked the first slot for the mod sword. Then this one can be really good. Otherwise, there are better alternatives. For example, cool with Sinon, which scales on your level. The higher level you are, the more defense you'll get. So definitely better. But this is actually not bad. This pass is definitely not bad for early game sword build. First Bite Leafa, yes. So First Bite Leafa, it does 540% damage to creating a target. It has only a 1 slot bonus. 50% of players' reduced HP is additional damage to the enemy. So basically, if you're playing Suicide Dagger, it is really good. 50%, it's not bad. But use that additional damage to the enemy. And also, you gain more switch gauge, which is not bad. You gain 72, which is pretty good. And our total switch bar is 300, so if you use it 4 times, you have almost 4 times, and a few normal attacks you will have a switch immediately. If you don't have any good mod fodder right now, you can put this skill on your mod skill and it still be really good. Next we have Happiness Bride Yuuki, which is a POW skill, and it has crowd control 4, so basically it gives you 7.5 or basically, it gives you 7% attack towards enemy with status element, poison, burn, bleed, frostbite, and also reducing enemies' damage by 7%. So it is alright passive, but there are definitely better alternatives that is much better than this one. For example, Peace of Mind Yuuki, which gives you almost the same attack, and also its Awakening Rush increase your switch bar as well, so you reach your faster switch. So definitely much better than this one. BrideGroom Kirito, which is a sword skill, slash and water, 580 damage AoE, not bad. So when you use it, you have a chance to apply Frostbite 3 stack for 30 seconds at specific rate. But if the enemy has a blunt element attack, basically those that are weak to slash, you will apply Frostbite guaranteed, and also applying 5 stack instead of 3, which is not bad. And bonus damage plus 20% to enemy with Frostbite status man. So not bad. Can be good for GOG if your team need Frostbite. Can be good for Drake if you are tanking or something. But there are definitely better alternative that can apply all 4 elements. For example, Dagger can apply all 4 elements, which is much better and also guaranteed. The Rapier, that is Awakening. Though I do see it's still been good early game, but late game you're probably only using for the Frostbite if you really need. Otherwise, you will never see this one being used. Next, we have Bridal Search Sinon, which is a pass skill. He adds 260 of additional damage to enemy when attacking, which is alright, not the best. And also give you more attack against enemy with Frostbite increase, 80%. Alright passive, but there's definitely better alternative. And I'm pretty sure we do get this one in the free polls, so you have a chance of getting free polls. Who knows, what if you pull on this banner right now and the next day or during the reset you somehow manage to get this Sinon in free polls? Who knows? Who knows? It can happen, right? Next we have Flower Bright Silica, which is another passive, basically same as Sinon, but this one has a gold bell 4. While the buff on your own additional damage is in effect, critical rate becomes 80%. Critical rate buff is alright, but late game the boss has high crit resistance, so it's pretty much useless, so this one is really bad. Next we have Cutey Bride Argo. Okay, so these are the ass skill slash fire. 660% damage in a target. It has a 2-slot bonus. Deal 3% of your maximum HP as additional damage, which is alright. Critical rate 300% while the buff that raises your own freeze resistance is in effect. Oh, it is not bad, but the only issue is that you need a buff or a skill that can give you flinch resistance in effect, which we don't have that many, right? We do have, for example, we do have Tactician Argo, which gives you flinch resistance by 90% at level 80, which is not bad. Also give you crit rate, so it is not bad as a mod fodder, but there are definitely better mod fodder out there for axe skill. This is just alright. If you don't have the strongest mod fodder, you can use this. You can use this for a while until you get a better one, right? Next one, we have Fragrant Olive Bride Allies, which is the pass skill. And what does it do? Damage onto enemy weak to frosting, 28%. Not bad, really good. Combination 4, skill power added 9% when using switch. Really good on the ring. Or you can also use it as a passive on your passive set. So it is not bad skill for if you're playing around frost weapon, so spear, bow or rapier. Pretty good. Next we have Eugeo, a man finest hour. This is a burst skill, which is a slash one, it's not a blunt. When you use it normally, you will increase your switch gauge by 138, which is not bad. And when you're activating the burst, you will deal 2630% damage, treat AoE, which is a decent amount. Not definitely all. The newer burst skill is much stronger. But now this one is kind of interesting. It gives you weakness debuff, so blunt element weakness damage 23% for 8 seconds, which is pretty good when doing GOG. But to activate it, you need to use //win blunt, which is kind of weird. We don't have that many really good slash skills. It's pretty hard to activate it. You maybe need a second set. And there are much better burst skill right now, so this one is right. And there are skills that they can already apply blunt element weakness that doesn't require it to be a burst. So this one is alright, but there are better skill out there that can do basically the same but better and doesn't require to be a burst inside a burst. Next we have Everlasting Vow Lisbeth. This is another burst as well for mace, blunt and wind. So when you use it normally, you will deal 1000% damage to hitting a target, increasing your wind element damage by 39% for 8 seconds, which is not bad. Also raise 5 stack for all stacks buff that are on yourself. If you're playing around stacking, this is really good for mace. And for the burst skill, you need to do wind blunt, should be easy to activate. And when you use it, you will do basically the same Gale Demon 3 buff, wind element damage 39% for 8 seconds. And instead of 5, you'll be raising 10 stack instead, which is alright. It does deal damage, 2340, not bad. Though it is only good if you're playing around stacking. Stacking is pretty hard to keep up and also is a different playstyle, but it still is pretty good. But this is only for yourself. If it was for party, that is much better, but it is only for yourself. So if you want to play stacking as maze DPS, it can be alright. Maybe good for KO Showdown, the butterfly. I forgot if it was 195, level 195. I think it was. Or was it 175? I don't really remember. Next we have Silver Hair Bride Sanya, which is a pass skill. It has two ability effect. Recover 700 HP when you're using on switch, which is alright, you definitely don't need that. Dark Invasion 3, increase your dark element damage by 30% to enemy. Alright, it is alright, but there are better pass skill that's much better. For example, the new Argo passive, the birthday one, that one is much better than this one. Now, the first power rise in this banner, the way to happiness Alice, yes. So, this is a power rise, so you gain a flat 660 attack, which is really good. Increasing your fire element damage by 23%, but reducing your water element damage by 10%. And if you do have 3 Ali skill in the set, you'll gain 20% attack, which is really good. So if you do get this one, you just need 2 more Ali skill in the set and you'll gain 20% attack. So that's not bad. And also it is awakening, so it is really good. Next we have our first mod axe skill in this banner, Endless Blessing Lisbeth. It does 1450% damage to hitting a target, not bad. Bonus, damage plus 50% to enemy when using air skill, basically the skill itself. When equipping 2 or more critical skill in the record, attack plus 1200. Oh, so this is good DPS axe skill for example, maybe labyrinth farming. I think it's labyrinth, or I don't know, the Skull Reaper in floor 51. I'm pretty sure it's weak to blunt and earth, right? It can be good for GG, so it is not bad. Really strong. Next we have a Absolute Vow Sachi with a spear skill, and it's a connect skill actually. It's Frost and Fire. So it has a muscle build 4 plus attack plus 1% per stack for 20 seconds, not bad. And when the connect skill, if you do put in skills in the connect, you will increase the breakage to enemy by 20, 40 and 60%. Which is alright. Though the only issue is that it is really long, 8 hits AoE. Really long, and you're pretty much gonna get hit. And I do have it. I would say I only use it for farming or clearing the mobs in labyrinth or dungeon, or even events. That's all. I only use that. I don't use this skill for increasing breakage. But maybe in GG, if you do need to increase the breakage, it can be good. Otherwise, it is alright. And for last, we have Bride of Passion Asuna, which is a rapier mod skill, Frost and Fire. So what does it do? 11,090% damage to hitting a target. 2 slot bonus, attack plus 1500 against enemy with the slash element. Pretty good. Critical damage by 100. Ooh. If you can crit, this bonus is really good. If you can't crit, then you only activate using this bonus here, which is alright, but definitely try to crit because the 100% critical damage is really good, pretty high, and it is really strong. And you can use it for any frost fire weakness that doesn't have that high crit resistance. If the boss has real high crit resistance, for example, floor 85 Huang, the 100 arms, it's pretty hard to crit that because I believe it has 400% crit rate resistance, I believe. Unless you break it, it will reduce to 200 instead. So if you have a father that gives you like 300% or 400% crit rate, then it's really good. Otherwise, it is a right mod skill. So we have looked through all this skill record and reviewed them, talked about a little short about the skill record in this banner. Now the question is this banner worth it right now? Right now I would say not really, The only thing I would say is good is probably Alice here is really good. Asuna is alright. And then we have, lastly, I would say this Alice skill here is alright. So those 3 of 16, not bad. And some of the skills here, some of the skill in this wedding banner are in the free polls. So you do have a chance to get them in free polls. Definitely not worth it right now, but if you do really need the skill record, any of the skill record in this banner right now, it is alright, but I will definitely not recommend summon on it. Though I will actually recommend rerolling for those that are new players are rerolling. Try to reroll for this skill, this Alice skill here, this passive, because it's power 3, so it is really good. And also it is easy to achieve this because we are given free Alice skill records, so you can easily activate that. So definitely try to reroll for this one if you're new players. Otherwise, those that doesn't reroll but are new players, just skip this banner. Definitely not worth it. Do the beginner banner. The head start banner is much better. You are guaranteed, or you have a chance to get a most skill, auto skill as well. I would say new players that doesn't reroll, don't summon on this. New players that does reroll, only reroll for this Alice skill here. For others, if you do need some of the skill here in this banner, it is worth it, but right now I don't see them being useful for late game at the moment because it is not the meta right now. So 80% I will skip this one. I don't have all the skill. I definitely don't have this skill, even though I'm a rapier main. I don't really need it at the moment, so I'm pretty much gonna skip this as well. Majority, you skip this banner, definitely not worth it. They are in the free banner, on the free pulse banner, so you have a chance to get them. Otherwise, if you want them right now, you go ahead, Paul. That is your decision. And that's for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.